Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. And it's the afternoon, same day I did my face shave this morning, and I'm just going to do a head shave before I pick the kids up from school. So what I'm going to use today, I've just hot toweled my head, and I'm going to use the Proraso Green today. I just fancy a bit of menthol. It's a beautiful day today, it's lovely and warm for a change. I'm just going to start off with the Proraso pre-shave, which is lovely stuff, really nice menthol. Just to help keep the whiskers soft. I've got a bit of a spot on the back of my head at the moment, so hopefully I don't whip it off with this shave, but time will tell. Alright, so what I'm using today, I always use this for my head shaves now until I get another aggressive razor, Mueller R41, and today I've got a Askell Super Stainless. I haven't used this blade before, first time use. I'm still in search of a sharp blade because I ran out of feathers. I don't really have any sharp blades like the Feather or the Kai, so that's probably something I'm going to look at over the next sort of couple of weeks, trying to get a sharp blade in, more so for the Edwin Jagger DE89 and certainly the Merkur 1904, because they're just not they're not aggressive enough. So this is obviously things that you sort of learn as you go along, but until you try the Mueller R41, and like I say, there's a lot of people out there, and I watch the YouTube videos, that don't get on with the R41. It's just too aggressive, and look, I mean, I'm sort of lucky that it just seems to work for me, and I really enjoy using it. It does a great job, especially on my head. I can feel the menthol kicking in on my head already. So this once again, it's going to be quite a quick shave, so I'm just loading the brush because I've only got about 20-25 minutes. So let's see what we can do in 20-25 minutes, see if I can get a BBS shave on my head. I might just turn some lights on, see if we can. I know it's really bright in here anyway, but we'll just see what we can do, see if we can get a bit brighter. I never bloom this soap. I always find it's soft enough just to dive straight in with a bow hair brush. I don't use my badger brushes on it because I think it's just a little bit too hard if you don't bloom it. So as you can see, that's just a quick load on there, probably a minute and a bit loading, maybe even less. I'm going to use my Edwin Jagger today. I'm just going to put just a, don't know whether you'll be able to see that in there, just wobbling in the bottom, a little bit of water in the bottom there, and I always bowl lather when I'm doing a head shave, because I get more out of the soap from the brush, rather than sort of, well, they say face lather, it would be a head lather, but I find if you do that, you sort of run out of soap very quickly, you run out of lather quickly, you just can't keep it going. So as you can see, this is lathering up lovely. I always find I get a good lather with the Proraso. It's a little bit aerated, so I'm just going to keep going to thicken it up a bit. I'm just waiting on I've got a custom scuttle being made at the moment over here in Australia. I'm just waiting for them coming in stock so I can pick it up. And you'll have to excuse the noise from this bolt. It does make a lot of noise. I was going to wrap an elastic band round, as Stephen had said, but sometimes you just run out of time. Oh, look at that, there's still loads in there. So I'm just going to light the head. See if I can just clean that off a bit. I'll just sort of rub that on. And here we go. I haven't used my Simulgate 830 for a while. It's funny how you go back to a brush after not using it for a while and you realise you miss it. So as with my head shaves of late, I'm just going to whip this front bit off first. So here we go. Good old trusty Mueller R41 with the Askell Super Stainless. Sorry guys, I'm just going to adjust this camera just a little bit up, I think. Hopefully that's all right there. With the grain. And I can tell you right now, it's a very, very smooth blade, straight away, straight off the bat, very smooth blade. And while I'm here, I'm just going to, I know I shouldn't really, but I'm just going to dab there. Don't do that at home, kids. I've had my shave this morning with 99R and I just could not get the hairs on the rear and I forgot to whip them off, so I go 2 seconds with a Mueller R41 and they're gone. I'll tell you what guys, I'm really happy with this blade. I picked these blades up for $7 for, I think it's 200 for $7, so like £3.50. Or exactly pretty much $7 American as well at the moment because of the way the exchange rate is. You just cannot beat value like that. And at the end of the day, when it comes to my head, I pretty much use a blade once and that's it. But I'm very, very impressed with this so far. I mean, as you can see there, I'll just see how close I can get for you, there's literally nothing. In fact, it's almost BBS really. So I hope everyone's been having a good day. I know it'll be the morning over in the UK. Stephen is Suffolk shaver, I don't think that guy gets any sleep. He was commenting on a few of my videos a few hours back, so I don't know whether he works shift work or something. But thanks for watching again, Mike, I really do appreciate it. All you guys out there that haven't watched Stephen the Suffolk shaver, definitely go and see his channel. He's a good bloke, he really knows how to shave, he's got cracking technique. And I've learned heaps from watching him as well. Obviously there's the usual culprits, Paul H and Nick Shaves and all those guys, and Kevy Shaves, he's a cracking bloke as well. And there's a few other ones that I've just recently started watching, Adventures in Shaving. He does all the cutthroat open style razors, which is my sort of next venture. I'm not quite brave enough yet, but once again he does a great shave as well. So here we go for the back of the head with the grain. So there we go, is that all right? There we go, yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'll tell you what guys, you haven't tried these Askell blades, you can see on there, I can never get this bloody camera to focus. Just crap. But you can see it's really whipping the hair off. Really happy with it. Really, really happy. In fact, it feels like a very sharp blade in all honesty. I don't know whether it is or not. I'll probably be able to tell more if I use it for a face shave. So I might use this blade on my next shave. Hopefully, I don't think I nicked that little spot in the back of my head there. Wow, I'm really, really impressed with that blade. Very surprising. Seems to work inside the R41 very, very well. just going to replace the water because my first pass on my head normally just fills the water full of hair. Just let the hot water come through again. And there we go. So I'm just going to, while I'm waiting, I'm just going to hit the bowl again. Let's just see how much more lather I can get out of here for this next part. Just tons of the stuff, tons! Just give my head a quick dip. It feels like I feel like I've got a little nick there, but I don't think I have. Now I do find with the Proraso soaps, it's lovely stuff, smells great, feels great, the menthol's great on this, but you don't tend to get a very thick lather with it. It is quite a, I thought there was a hair on there, I should really start implanting these myself. It doesn't do a great job of a thick lather like I like it. And I do find generally that it's just artisan soaps that I can get that lather with. The only other one that I get a really thick lather with that I enjoy shaving my head with is the Omega shaving cream, which does a cracking job as well. Alright, so with the against the grain now. The one thing I did notice with this blade is there's literally no overhang, which is great. I don't have to worry about that. I don't know whether you guys can hear that, but there's not a lot of feedback. There is some. This is where I sort of struggle. This is where I wish I could do the old left-handed. Shall I try it? Why not? At the end of the day, if you don't do it, you don't cut yourself open. No, I have actually got, I've got a little nick there. I thought I had one. I must have got a bit careless. But it's not that bad. It's not something I'm not worried about. A little bit of styptic will help that. And at the end of the day, I am trying to do this in under 20 minutes and get BBS, which in itself is a bit of a challenge. I'm just going to do this side from face up. And this is when I find whether a blade is sharp or not when I'm doing this side of my head. And I'm trying to come up against my skin. Obviously the skin on my back of the head isn't as tight as the top, so as I'm coming up, if it's not razor sharp, it doesn't cut the hair, it sort of judders. Stephen, the Suffolk shaver, actually picked me up on it once when it was going through. I didn't have a lot of shaving cream on either, which doesn't help. But, right, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Well, all I can see is, wow. that is just literally whipping through that. I've got a little spot on the top of my head here as well, which I've been picking, so it's not, I've actually nicked myself here when it bleeds. Typical bloke, can't help myself when I get a spot, got to keep picking it. And as you can see, I'm not getting any juddering. The razor is just, the blade is just whipping through the hair with absolute ease, and I'm really, really impressed with it. Fair bit of blood on you. Let us say that's not, I haven't cut myself there, I've just nipped the top off a spot in the back of my head. Yes. Bleeding a bit, but there's not much I can do with that. And we're pretty much there, guys. There's not much left. Just give it a bit more, just give it a bit of a pick-up pass. I'm just going to grab the last of the lather. Just put this on just a little bit thicker, see if I can get it on there a little bit thicker. But yeah, that's the package it comes in. It doesn't come double wrapped, it comes single wrapped. Super stainless. Cheap as you like. It does a great job for me. Works great in the R41. Definitely recommend it to anyone with an R41 just to try it. And if anyone wants to try it out there, you're more than welcome to send me a message and I'll send you one. Send you a pack, a couple of packs. No problem at all. Right, so I'm just going to do my pickup now. This is normally where it goes to. This is normally where I start cutting myself. I get a little bit lazy on the pickups. Just going to make sure I've got enough cream on there. I've probably just not got enough, but I'll have enough to finish this shave. Keep losing a few hairs here. Hit my brush. I'll tell you how good this blade is. There's hardly anything left. Let me just angle this right. Wow. Just a little bit there, I'm just going to grab the last stuff out the brush. It's got a little touch here somewhere. Where is it? There we go. See, I can see the blade just starting to judder a little bit now. I mean, obviously, partly because I've got no bloody foam on my hair, which doesn't help, but there's plenty of slickness. And there we have it, guys. Another head shave successfully completed. One tiny little nick on my head, nothing to write home about. And to say I've done it in under, well, just over 20 minutes, I've got to be happy with that. Quick. I mean, that is, there's nothing there, nothing on that hair at all. Love it, absolutely love it. Get some cold water. Oh, yes. Right, how's that nick on my head doing? It's not even bleeding, brilliant. Proraso white, for the good old sensitive skin. Don't need much of this stuff. Need a bit more than what you do for your face, but that's pretty much all I take for my head. Oh guys, this is just brilliant. I've actually got a little bit there, and I've been that impressed with this blade, I'm just going to go for it. There we have it, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh. Let's finish off the rest of that in my face. Can't believe it's Wednesday already. So, as of next week, next Friday, I fly out to Bali to my best mate's wedding. So I'll actually be doing 2 shaves while I'm in Bali. So I'm probably going to take my Proraso travel kit with me, try that out, and then I'll do another shave while I'm there with probably one of my new soaps that I'm getting this week. Just going to finish off with some Proraso Aftershave toning lotion, which is absolutely beautiful stuff. Not very strong, but it's ideal for my head. So in terms of irritation, I've got a little bit where I've cut myself and just that big spot on the back of my head. And other than that, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And as you can see, there's no rash, there's nothing on there at all. So there we go guys. Another cracking shave. So yeah, any new subscribers, thank you very much for joining up. Anyone that's watching me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Things are only going to get better as I get better and I start getting more products into review. But yeah, I'm really settling into this now, really enjoying it like the other guys are on YouTube. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time.